to talk about this conversation. Might be too much light there. But I'm excited mainly because, well, for two reasons. Because this is a really good conversation that I feel like a lot of people need to hear. And also because I haven't been on here in a little moment. I took a few days to take a break and refuel, which I feel is important. Like, I feel like you need to refuel sometimes to step back from things that you really love to do, or even things that are draining you sometimes, to fill your cup up and then come back even stronger. So here I am on this live with you today to motivate you about something very important. Okay, so just a heads up, if I get cut off, it's because I got a phone call, because I'm expecting a phone call soon. So, but that being said, thank you for joining today. And my wish, my prayer is that by the end of this live, you feel some encouragement, that you feel some motivation, and that you feel loved. So that's the whole goal. So let's get into it. The message of today is that it's going to hurt. Welcome in, Naomi. Thank you for saying hey. Don't forget to like the live, you guys, please, so that more people can hear this message. It's important. Okay? And if you're not already subscribed, thank you for the like. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It's free and it helps me to help you to bring more content. And also, you will know when videos go up from me. So today we're talking about how it's going to hurt. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hello, girls. Welcome in. Thank you. Get home safely, please. It's going to hurt. And when I say it, life itself is going to hurt at some point. People are going to leave you. People are going to pass on. People are going to, a lot of times, unfortunately, deliberately hurt you. God never said that we won't hurt. He never said we won't go through things. In fact, if you get into the word, okay, it says the exact opposite. You will face trials and tribulations. You will hurt. It's going to hurt. It's not an if, it's a when, it's a guarantee. But there is good news. And I'll get into that. As I'm talking about this conversation, I want to encourage you that if you're going through something and you feel comfortable, of course, let me know. What is hurting in your life right now? Have you lost someone? Have you lost money? Have you lost a job? Have you lost a friend? I can say honestly to you that I've lost all of the above. And I feel like at some point we all will. And it's not easy and it hurts. But here's the good news. Every hurdle you face so far, you have triumphed over, or you're learning how to get through it right now. And every hurdle you face is not something that's going to last forever. It's temporary. You will get through it, and you will be better on the opposite side, the end of it, than you were when you started. How and why do I know that? Because the moment you get out of the storm that you're currently in or have been in, you're not starting from scratch. Now you're starting from experience. Now you can say, okay, I went through something. It was really hard. It was really difficult. It was a challenge, but now I know better, right? Now you know that the next time this event, this spirit, whatever it is, tries to come at you the same way again, you're like, I know better now, right? So, something I've learned recently is this. If you don't deal with the same situation, with the situation that's come up to you before, in a more, how can I say this, in a more positive light, that same situation will come up until you learn the lesson. It will keep coming up in your life until you learn the lesson and until you move better next time. Don't know what you mean, Nick, but interesting question. And so I encourage you, no matter what you go through, and yes, the painful moments too, I'm encouraging you to ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Even in the pain. Hey, Kmar, thank you for joining. Thank you guys for the likes and for pressing the hearts. I appreciate you guys so much. And I love you. So, in the painful moments, Thomas, thank you for saying hi. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Get cozy, everybody. Can I tell you, in the most painful moments of my life, that's when I learned the most. That's when I learned how to lean on the God that created me. Thank you for the thumbs up. That's when I learned how strong I actually am, because I wasn't relying on my own strength. And I'm going to be really real with you. That's the air conditioner, don't mind that. But if I was relying on my own strength through some of the hardest moments of my life, I would not have made it. And that's as real as I can be. Thank you for the hearts, Thomas. Appreciate you. If I was trying to get through whatever it was, like whether it was a breakup or a job loss or an illness or losing someone that I really loved, and if I said, I can do this on my own, I would have crumbled every time. And I did. It's by grace and really believing in that grace of God that I was able to get back up again. And can I be real with you even more? Okay. I was down for the last few days. No, I don't have a dog. Used to, but don't. I used to have good question, Thomas. I used to have a poodle mixed with a Lhasa Apso and a chow mixed with a lab, but I don't have a dog now. That was when I was a child. Yeah. If I'm being really real with you, the past few days that I wasn't on here, because I took maybe 4 or 5 days of a break from doing lives, I was in a down state. I was sleeping a lot, which I still kind of do, but I wasn't doing the stuff that I enjoy, and it took me some time to get out of it. But the point is this. Thomas says, oh, yeah. The point is that I got out of it. And just to piggyback on your question, Thomas, there are people and there are things in this life that help us to get through things, right? I really believe God puts pets and family and friends, which are the family we choose, in our lives to help us. I remember one time when I was a kid and I had my pet dog. His name was Spot because he was all black with a little white spot on his chin, right? Thank you for the hearts, guys. And I was just really upset about something. I don't even remember what it was, right? Thomas says, yeah. But I remember just crying my eyes out. And my little dog, because Spot wasn't very big. Again, he was a poodle mixed with a Lhasa Apso, so he was a very small dog. He just comes in my lap as I'm sitting there in Indian style. And he just sits there, laying on my lap. And as I'm rubbing his fur, I start to feel better. Can you guys relate? For those of you who have pets, they're like our family, right? And like they never judge you, they never say anything, of course, because they're animals, they can't really talk, but it's like, thank you for the heart, Thomas. It's like they're our comfort in our pain too. And even though, like, okay, Josh, I hope you get clean. I hope you wash your hands too. Cool, cool, cool. I just hope that, like, that the people and even the animals and even the situations in your life are there to help you get stronger. And through the painful moments, they're deliberately there to help you. Debbie says, hi, Debbie from New Orleans, Louisiana. Welcome in, Debbie. Thank you for joining. I appreciate your presence here on Earth and in this live today. For all of you, thank you for being here. And you're welcome, Debbie, no problem. Bye, Thomas. Please subscribe and stay connected. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Okay, Josh, do what you gotta do. So, for those of you who are just joining, we're talking about how life is going to be painful at times, but there are people and pets and just life itself that will comfort you even in the most painful moments. And I feel like the moment we accept that life will be painful is the moment that we can overcome it. Is the moment that we can realize that there's an outside, there's an end to it. Like, it won't last forever. Whatever you want me to think, Josh. I'm not going to comment, but it's whatever. So, don't be afraid to face the pain. Don't be afraid to know that you will have to face pain eventually. See you, Josh. Because life will have its down moments. Life will have difficult moments. Life will have challenges. But if you know that you are stronger than the challenges you face, not by your own strength, but by the strength of the Creator, of God Himself that lives within you, that you were literally taken out of the image of, then nothing is too hard. Cool. Thank you, Josh, for the compliment. Nothing is too hard. Nothing is too challenging. Because as I said in the beginning of the live, once you come out on the other side of the challenge you faced, now you're learning, now you're walking from experience. And not from scratch, not from the beginning. Now you've come out with lessons learned. Now you've come out with a new perspective that you didn't see before. Let me tell you guys a true story. So, when you learn the lesson of you don't need to rely on anybody but God, then you learn that you have all you need all the time. It's as the saying goes, if all you have is God, you have all you need. Now, that being said, as I said before, God does place certain people in our lives, certain pets sometimes in our lives to comfort us, certain situations to happen so that we can see how much He loves us. But at the end of the day, He's really all you need. We are here to be of companions to one another, to uplift one another. Thank you for the thumbs up and welcome in. And to encourage one another to keep going. However, let's not forget, please don't forget, that when you have these blessings, when a stranger compliments you, or when someone calls you that you haven't heard from in years just to check in, or, the little blessings. Appreciate the blessings, yes, but don't forget the one who gave it to you. Appreciate all you have, but don't forget the one who gave it to you in the first place. I feel like when we have a perspective, an attitude of gratitude, as the saying goes, then even in the painful moments, you can appreciate something. Like when my dad passed, or when my grandmother passed, or when I've lost friends, or whatever it is, at least I can look back and say, I had that beautiful moment with that person. I was loved dearly, and I loved that person dearly. I also think it's important for you to know that. Can you guys still hear me? Sorry, I got a phone call, but like I said in the beginning of the live, that's what I was, got a phone call. But if you can still hear me, that's all I want to encourage you with today. And sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought because of the phone call, but pretty much is that, like, the hard things you will face in this life, you never have to face them alone. You're always in the presence of God. No matter what happens, you have all you need already. And I'll give you a real life example. With social media and with like the connections and the advancement in technology that we have, you already have all the answers that you need to solve your problems. You already have the tools you need to make your dreams a reality. It is literally right there. And it just comes down to a matter of if you're going to utilize them. You see, you can be the best version of yourself. But in order to get there, a lot of times you will have to go through something very painful. And that is just a fact of life. So, if you get nothing else out of this live, it's that the pain has a purpose. There's a reason you're here. Don't stay in those painful moments. Ask God, what is the lesson you want me to learn from this? And then learn it and move forward. And so I'm covering you today. And I'm asking God to comfort you, to guide you, to support you, to love on you, and to let you know that you're never alone no matter what difficulties you face. In Jesus' name, amen. So thank you guys for joining today. I know this was a short live, shorter than usual, but I hope you left or are leaving here inspired and motivated and uplifted, okay? I'll see you guys in the next live or video, and I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Bye, guys.